Hello everyone. I just finished putting together my library, so I thought to give you a tour. So this is the Stewart Memorial Library and Research Center. This is what we have so far. I will let you know about the individual books and all that. Well, not individual, but the sections. Here's my little lamp that I like. And a little reading chair. I got a second desk. My main desk is in the living room. This thing, that's a trash can, obviously, but this is a 1927 Victrola cabinet. So the record players from the 1920s, the record players used to sit on top where my printer is, and you would put your 78s in here. But anyways, and here's the sign for the library. Okay, so we'll start here. The Giving Tree is the only really children's book I have. So it's displayed there. Got this series of pulp fiction anthologies I have right here. So starting, my system may be a little different, but it's my system. So the first two shelves of this bookcase is all my crime and mystery novels. So my Raymond Chandler, my Benjamin Black, my Dashiell Hammett, my Chester Himes, my Walter Mosley. They're all in these first two sections. Then it comes into regular novels. So my Graham Greene is here, my Harper Lee, my Steinbeck, which starts here and goes all the way to here. My Richard Yates, my Richard Wright, and then down on this shelf is all my short story collections. Has Hemingway, has Harrison, has Oates, has Richard Yates again. This little section right here is a few. This is my To Kill a Mockingbird first edition. These are just books I didn't have room when I was organizing. Here, yeah, as you see, there's my hats, my fedoras. I have 12 of them, so they're all displayed. In the back, this one right here you can't really see, but it's a Louis Armstrong box set, a Count Basie box set, got my Bing Crosby box set, and got my box sets, another Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, and a Frank Sinatra. Here on this first shelf are my either historical books, my Howard Zinn, A People's History, or it's more social books. What would the new Jim Crow is there, and then starting right about here at the very end with Kim Adagio is the beginning of my poetry, and so the next few shelves are all poetry collections of individual writers. Not even my anthologies are here. Coming on this shelf, this whole first shelf is nothing but flash fiction and prose poetry. In fact, it continues down here, and then starting with this book and going until about here. So this little section right here is just strictly books on haibun. And then that moves into other Japanese and Chinese classical writings, along with some more contemporary Asian American writers. And that goes down into, I have some poetry anthologies that are specific to either like Buddhist poetry or Japanese, Chinese style anthology. So there's haiku, there's tanka. And then that will move into my wabi-sabi books. And then that moves into my books on Buddhism, existentialism as well. And then starting right here is the beginning of my literary journals. They're my Gettysburg Review collection. Gettysburg Review is probably my all-time favorite literary journals. There's a bunch of poetry down there. Poetry, you know, the magazine. And then starting right here is just my poetry anthologies. And that brings us up to here. And with this Berkshire Review and going down this whole shelf to the next shelf, here are my books right here, 2 copies of each, and all this, and to this green thing, which is this green binder, is a scrapbook that I made. All that from that Berkshire down is all the journals and books and chapbooks that I have written. Either, you know, my chapbooks or my books I've written, or, you know, the literary journals that has selections of my work in there. And then starting with my Black Angel, which is another Kim Adagio book. From there, and then the rest of that shelf down to here, to here, are I call my jazz literature or blues literature books. So it has like the literary journal Brilliant Corners, has the poetry collection by Sasha Feinstein, who of course is the editor of Brilliant Corners, has some jazz poetry anthologies, jazz fiction. There's the novels by Amit Carlton, Paris Blues novel, The Man Walking on Eggshells novel. There's the jazz-related short story collections, and then there's the biographies of Louis Armstrong, Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, Thelonious Monk, and there's a biography of Josh White, another book on the blues, which is excellent. Escaping the Delta. If you've never read it, you need to read it. It's a fantastic read. And then starting here with this book is my beat poetry collection, or beat literature, I say. It's not all poetry. And that does this shelf. And then coming down here, starting with the new stories from the South, and going to The War on Normal People by Andrew Yang is what I call my grit lit section. It's either fiction written by, Larry Brown. Where's my, it actually starts here with Rusty Barnes. And so it's either literature, short stories, or novels that partake mostly in the South. I have some Appalachia anthologies, and then it goes into social commentary, like what you are getting wrong with Appalachia or Appalachia Reckoning. There's also White Trash. And then I also put in, Making of a New Deal and The War on Normal People even though Andrew Yang isn't considered a Southern writer, it does talk a lot about, working class people. And I have the little pocket series collection all together. I love that series. And then some more crime fiction. Of course, this is the hard case crime series, which is another fantastic series. And then starting here and going down to this final shelf is all my books on the craft of writing, all different kinds, either on poetry, on fiction. I even got some on, like, you know, how to write a mystery novel. You know, they're all tools. Anything, you know, you can learn from is worth having. So anyways, that is my library. And I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Bye-bye.